Good evening, dear friends. I greet you from the screens of your YouTube receivers. I shake hands with all subscribers. Glad that you watch, learn. Subscribe, leave comments, give likes. And today, I will please you with another very interesting video, after which, as usual, your life will be divided into before and after. So, friends, the blood supply to the brain directly depends on the condition of the muscles that stabilize our neck. And there are muscles that have a great influence on both the inflow and outflow of blood from the head, the brain, everything that is above our neck. Even the hair growth can somehow be affected by the blood supply. So, well, this is microcirculation. So, friends, we all know that we have long neck extensors, short neck extensors, the sternocleidomastoid muscle, but we haven't yet talked about one very important group of muscles. These are muscles that are located deep on the front surface of the neck. Right here, there are two powerful muscles here. This is the long head and neck muscle. They are located directly on the front surface of the spine. And also, by analogy with the short neck extensors, here they are at the back, you all recognize them perfectly, still on the front part, right here between the first vertebra and the occipital bone. There is also the same group of muscles. There is the anterior straight muscle, which is the antagonist of the short neck extensors, and there should be a balance between them. When the short neck extensors lose their elasticity, the risk of compression of the vertebral artery, occipital nerve increases, causing headaches, dizziness, pain in the occipital region, memory impairment, loss of attention, concentration. We already know that nothing good usually happens. And on the front of the neck, right here between the first vertebra occipital bone, there are antagonists of these muscles. So-called, these are our short neck flexors, and here are the extensors, and here are the short neck flexors. And also right here on the front of the neck are two long muscles, about which I already said, long neck muscles, long head muscles, which are practically not trained in everyday life. There is no load on them. And today, our task is to restore the work of these muscles in order to eliminate the spasm of the short neck extensors. But the short neck extensors themselves, they also need to be in a certain tone. And part of the long neck extensor should be in tone, right here, on top of which it is located, which covers inaccuracy, which covers the short neck extensor itself. There should also be a certain training for this part of the long neck extensor, because when it weakens, a spasm and loss of elasticity of the short extensors occur. So, friends, let's start the training. Look, that is, you can train the sternocleidomastoid muscle, which we have already exercised with you once, but the deeper muscles will not work. Now I'll show you how to get them to work. That is, if you remember, we did this exercise with you, just statically held the head. This is also a certain test. If you haven't tried it, give it a go and comment how long you can hold. If you can hold for 20 seconds, then everything is fine. You can proceed to the next exercise. Already in motion. If you are lying on your back and you lift your head in this way, this will work your long neck extensors. Here you can apply load, that is, the sternocleidomastoid muscle, the superficial group of neck flexors. Here you can apply load to the right, to the left muscle. You can intensify it by if you put your hands, you will have more load also on another muscle, but all this will be a superficial group of muscles. In order for us to restore the work of this very muscle of the short neck flexor, to remove the load from the back short extensors, we need to make such a movement. Look. That is, the movement of the chin in this exercise will be of great importance here. See, the chin has risen, it has dropped. And it's the same movement we need to make when we've lifted our head, and we start moving our chin up and down. And in this position, In addition to the sternocleidomastoid muscle, which statically holds your head, the deep muscles on the front part of the cervical spine start to work, including the flexor of this, the short muscle, due to which you will have a spasm from the occipital muscles. If you're doing this exercise for the first time, it might be difficult to do. You might not even be able to do 10 repetitions right away. Start with 5 repetitions. Then over time, you can do this exercise. When you hang your head down, you don't lift it, but you just hang it down. It's suspended in the air, not drooping, and you can do the same, providing an opportunity for more amplitude. And in this position, all these muscles are trained very well. In addition, as a bonus, a positive effect, the double chin disappears, so be careful. Don't tell Dr. Shishonin about this exercise. He cherishes his double chin. But if he starts doing it, even his will disappear. Probably, if he stops eating lard, he eats half a kilogram of lard a day after all. He said it himself, I'm not fabricating. Video. So friends, this is the exercise for the front part, the deep front muscles of the neck. Now we need to also put strain on the suboccipital muscle group to improve blood inflow and outflow. Here, if you remember, we did an exercise on the long extensor of the neck, where we pressed with the back of the head, where we pressed statically, dynamically, to put strain on the short extensors of the neck and the upper part of the long extensor of the neck. Here, you also need to use the chin movement. That is, if we move our head and neck relative to our shoulders, then our long neck extensor will work. If we move our chin relative to our neck, then the upper part of these muscles will be engaged. There are 2 options here. Either you put your hands on the back of your head and in this position you move your head. That is, your chin, you see, works, drops under the occipital muscle group. And the hands here do not press hard. It is not necessary for them to press hard. Just the weight of the hand will be enough for this exercise. Also, if you've never done it, you can feel quite a good load. These muscles will get tired. Those who have pain in the back of the head, dizziness, some kind of blurred vision, associated exactly with the spasm of these muscles. After this exercise, you may notice that your vision becomes clearer. And these 2 groups of exercises, they just allow to restore the mobility of the first vertebra of this atlas. A few years ago, a group of fraudsters traveled to all cities, putting atlases in place for everyone. If the muscles around your vertebra are poorly developed, it will never be in place. It will never move fully. So, friends, in addition to these exercises, I have prepared for you a complete set of exercises for the neck muscles, for the front, back, side, deep, outer, to increase mobility. And this set is available to you via the link in the description. Here it is via the link. Go to this set, watch, do, train. Let's go, friends. Well, friends, we have restored the function of the neck, restored the blood supply to the brain. And now with a clear head, with improved memory, we can say goodbye. Until next time, dear friends. The exercises are done. The complex is linked in the description below. We progress and train. See you.